How goes the family? Happy Friday. How is life treating you all? Hope life is treating you all very well. Not going to be on too long tonight. Usually don't go live on Fridays, usually go live on Thursdays. But I was just thinking as I left the gym today and left the business meeting today in regards to a team collaborating with other YouTubers and things of that nature and um, engaging with other people in regards to some real estate ventures that I'm trying to do for the new year. Because 2020, I've done what I wanted to do in 2020, so I know exactly what I want to do in 2021. But I was just kind of thinking, and if you're in the chat room, let me know, say hello. Hopefully life is good. I mean, hey, if you're alive, to me, life is good. I'll leave it at that. That's my mindset right now. If you're alive, you're healthy, it's like we can never take the simple things for granted anymore. But anyways, I was thinking to myself, there's a lot of things in life that I'd miss previous to COVID-19. I miss number one is traveling. It's funny. I just renewed my passport, and I was like, thinking of finally, leaving the U.S. and checking out certain areas and whatnot. No specific time frame or anything of that nature, but there's no regrets, but it's just, hey, there's certain things I still want to do with my life in this journey we call life. You know what I mean? So, and I'm very, very, very excited about this journey we call life. So and there's so many avenues and areas that haven't explored yet. There's various amounts of things from a business perspective that I'm trying to accomplish. You know, outside of the Larry's Anything Goes brand, because at the end of the day, Larry's Anything Goes brand is really in regards to not just selling products. And by the way, check out the online store, support your small businesses. But it's really about engaging with people who have the same mindsets in regards to financial freedom and economic empowerment. And when I say that, that means that could be you having a job, but that's you banking with your folks, that's you buying and selling with your people. You know what I mean? It's that kind of continuously learning certain things in regards to how one can not only make money for themselves but for their families. How can they have trust and whatnot? Because it's very serious out here, and it's like I was talking to my brother from another mother yesterday, Chris, in regards to people that are relocating to other states and cheaper states and whatnot. And I'm just like, I just want people to ensure that they have their plan B's and C's in place and not just depending on a job, especially if you work in the private sector. It's a right. Most states are right to work states, and whether it's a blue state or a red state or a purple state, most states are right to work states, and most employees, they can be let go for no reason. You know what I mean? So you definitely don't want to ever put yourself in that situation. Not if you can help it. Because certain things like you just can't help. So you can plan. So you can plan to fail. You can plan to prevail. But life happens to you, and life will slow you down, no matter what the circumstances may be. But I miss traveling. I actually miss wanting to go to. I was thinking of today because in the COVID-19 economy, it's hard to network and socialize with people. Even though a lot of people do it, I give them credit. But it's hard to network and socialize with people who have like-minded aspects and things in life. And I know there's a lot of social media groups, and I'm not against them, but there's nothing like going to an actual live event and having a face-to-face contact. Like most of the people you've seen me talk to online, I have face-to-face contact with them. I know other people's platforms, a lot of times they'll engage with people that they've never met face-to-face, and then they'll meet. They met on social media via their YouTube platforms or Facebook platforms, and then they'll actually meet in person and whatnot. So that's not abnormal. It hasn't been abnormal for like the last, I'd say, 20 years now. With the digital age and all that, and social media age and all that good stuff, because social media isn't new anymore. It's a normal thing. It's a part of most people's lives nowadays, so it's nothing abnormal. But I will say I miss those kind of going to because it's funny. I got an email today in regards to the Rich Dad Poor Dad franchise. I've been to 2 of those seminars and whatnot, and I met good people from those seminars. So it's like I miss going to those kind of seminars. Going to the influencer seminars, the social media seminars, people teach Airbnb, how to scale an Airbnb business. People teach how to become, get more subscribers on YouTube and or any other platform, So those kind of engagements and whatnot is what's missing, in my personal opinion, as far as for me, because there's but so much one can do from home. And I know a lot of people, they've already set their lives up so that they don't have to worry about doing that, and they could still they're networking with people that they've already met already. So they've been there and they've done that. So I think that's one thing we should not take for granted in today's economy, and definitely tomorrow's economy, because things are going to change whether you like it or not. That's just one thing I can say with sincerity. But I will say that it is very interesting how the things have just closed down. I got a notification today that one of the venues, which is, I was very surprised, one of the venues that has movie theater showings and actual comedy showings is actually going to open up on the 23rd of August. So if you're in Arlington, Virginia, and I would imagine other improvs are going to finally start opening, they're just not going to allow as many people in. And then, of course, they'll have to, I would hope that there's going to be some testing before you walk in there, and then face masks, because it's like I said, as much as I want everybody to be safe, the United States economy cannot sustain itself if everything remains closed. Now, if you're operating at half, capacity, that's still better than nothing. And a lot of businesses are just not going to be able to sustain themselves if they're not open. So, so if wherever you reside at, be safe. That's all I can say. I'm not going to argue about the mask and whatnot. If the law says you got to wear the mask, then so be it. It's like a seatbelt. If you don't want to wear a seatbelt, then don't drive a freaking car. I can't put it any other way. But that's what I miss, the engagement, people being much more comfortable and things of that nature. Because one thing I can say about in the DMV area, not the friendliest place to reside. And that's one thing. Not a bad place, but not the friendliest place to reside. And two, networking is very different, and you have to be of a certain caliber in regards to networking on a successful level in the DMV area. Now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on how you look at it and things of that nature. But I will say, with all sincerity, I would not be the person I am today if it wasn't for my mother and for me growing up in the DMV area. So I know it sounds like a lot of times I'm bagging on the DMV area, place I grew up in, but I am not. I'm just giving my perspective in regards to how it is. But yeah, I'm hoping by the end of August, if that's happening, and I'm hoping by the end of August in places like LA, I know Atlanta is still fully open, because like I was talking about last night, this guy went to the strip club, still trying to figure out why, but it's just not that serious in my personal opinion, but I'll leave it at that. But yeah, it's like, yeah, so that's how I'm looking at the end of the day. So it's very interesting, that's so the networking aspect is what I really miss about life before COVID-19. Being able to engage and whatnot, because with us still being in the stay-at-home economy and events not being able to go on, I still commend people that are going out to Vegas. I mean, I see them on social media. It makes me want to go out to Vegas. You know what I mean? Because you just miss being in the environment that you're supposed to be thriving in and whatnot. And when you're kind of stuck in an environment that you just keeps you stagnated, you're just like, this isn't really for me. You know what I mean? So I leave it at that. If you're watching, please give a thumbs up. Like I said, I give it 10 more minutes. If anybody wants to hop on, just let me know that you're out there in the chat. But yeah, it's like that's one thing I miss. And then the thing is, there's but so much one can get done in the stay-at-home economy. A lot of people are making a lot of money. A lot of people are still creating businesses. I think more businesses, especially at-home businesses, have been created way more now, because no one has to convince anyone anymore that there's no such thing as job security anymore. I think that's kind of finally been proven. So no matter what entity you work for, and it's not bagging on those entities, it's everyone's responsibility to be their own CEO of their own household. It's everyone's personal responsibility. It's not the government. It's not corporate America. It's your personal responsibility. Because when you have an opportunity, let's put it like that, when you have opportunity to thrive more outside of the regular 9 to 5, then, which in a sense COVID-19 has done that for a lot of people. It's actually created more opportunities for them because the focus is, I mean, your focus has been changed, and you got the tunnel vision. Okay, this is where I'm really trying to do. This is where I'm really trying to go. And with a lot of things being canceled, like events, like sports, and things of that nature, then you have no choice but to look at things from a different perspective. That's why you had a lot of things happen when it comes to protesting and when it comes to riots and whatnot, because focus and attention is very important. If you're focused always on things that have nothing to do with uplifting you, then yeah, there's not going to be much success in your life. If you're constantly only focused on entertainment and having fun, which is nothing wrong with being entertained and having fun, then that's great. But guess what? Wherever you went to be entertained or have fun, the person who owns that place is the one that benefited more than anybody else. Great example. If you've ever seen Jossie Springs, Minority Mindset, check it out. He's got these great 10 to 15-minute videos, sometimes shorter than that. But he tells a story how, he doesn't consume alcohol, which is cool. But when he was in college, he actually threw some of the best parties, which, basically he had to, DJs, alcohol, bartenders, security. And he's been an entrepreneur since day one, and his parents didn't even want him to be an entrepreneur. So I respect that. I think they wanted him to just be a lawyer and whatnot, a doctor. He is actually an attorney now, but he just does it on the side for himself. He's not specifically working for anybody. But he had stock distribution. He heavily into real estate, so he's always had a mindset. And the fact that he was able to focus, because everybody always thinks that the people who are working at a nightclub or a bar are a bunch of douchebags, but the bartenders, the waitresses, the security, the managers, the owners, they all got to remain laser focused when they're operating that environment, because they don't want to lose their liquor license. They want to make sure people are safe, and they want to make sure that they get all the orders right. And two, they still want people to have a good time, because if you got a crappy experience, especially nowadays, there's going to be a lot of bad reviews online. So let's just call it what it is. But yeah, so that's the thing that I can say I miss the most when it comes to a lot of these events, comedy shows, concerts, traveling, things of that nature. And, a lot of plans for a lot of people, especially people in the entertainment industry, everything's at a standstill. A lot of studios have opened back up, but it's at a minimal capacity. You know what I mean? And that's one industry I'm looking to dip my toe into within the future. Living on the West Coast, that's definitely one, the entertainment industry as a whole. And I'm actually looking forward to it, being around that different atmosphere and caliber of people. But so yeah, it's a lot of things have just remained stagnated, and the uncertainty. And we're just going to have to see where this roller coaster lands us at. I think everything is going to be okay at the end of the day, because if not, let's put it this way: if the people at the top aren't making the money, then it's going to be an issue. So everything has to be okay. Businesses got to make their profits. Things. You can't see a massive foreclosure. You can't. That's just not good for because it's the trickle down theory happens with that, and it's not pretty. So I'll leave it at that. You don't want that kind of trickle down economics on your hands. So everybody's going to ensure that those things are taken care of. Even though I think of people first, but a lot of other people don't. So I'm hoping everybody else is taken care of. But we're living in the time of the wake up call. We're definitely living in the time of the wake up call, and it's up to you now. It's really the onus is on the individual people and the crowds that people. Like the people I was engaging with today in regards to YouTube collaborations, in regards to real estate and whatnot. That's the circle I like to be around. I like to be around a circle of boss-minded people. Nothing against employee mindset, but there's a cap rate being an employee, but there's no ceiling when you're a business owner and when you're an entrepreneur. So that's how I look at that. And we need more people. Even when you are a great top tier employee, you need to have that business on the side. Because one thing, if you're a person like me, if you binge on YouTube almost every day, a lot of people who are entrepreneurs, a lot of times they still have a job. I mean, if you look at the people Buy the Hood, check them out. Great podcast. But yeah, Buy the Hood guys, some of them still have a job, but they own like probably 30, 40 pieces of real estate and whatnot in the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. They're still working, but it's majority of the time it's because they love what they do. The goal is not to just replace your income so you could retire and do nothing. No, the goal is to replace your income to make your job an option. So if you don't like your job anymore, you can quit and find something else that you want. Because when you love what you do, you're going to be 10 times better at it, no matter what the job field is. Like I love what I do. That's what I do it. You know what I mean? And that's the, at the end of the day, it's like, and if you know you could do it for free, that's when you know you truly love what you do. You know what I mean? So on that note, that's all I have. Didn't see anybody come into the chat room. It's all good. I figured I'd do something different. Might go live on Instagram tonight. I haven't been going live on Instagram in a minute, but a lot of times people don't want to call in on Instagram. It's like I said, I go live because I want to hear from everybody. I do enough me videos, so it's not all about me. It's about all of us at the end of the day. But definitely check in the description. You will see the Larry's Anything Goes online store. Check out the merchandise. We'll be adding some more new stuff this weekend. Let me know if you're interested in purchasing any specific products. And then obviously place your online orders from there. Join the Karatbars International family, and the link is in the description. Basically, we buy gold, we save it. And right now, gold and silver is becoming a very good, and cryptocurrency is becoming a very good commodity outside of the dollar. And you can do your own research in that regards because I'm not a financial professional. You buy gold. And as an option, if you want to, you could create your own affiliate marketing team where you're buying gold. The people that you have signed up, which they sign up for free as an affiliate, they purchase a specific package. You have the different packages from the bronze package to the silver package and to the VIP package, depending on the package. And buying a package is like buying your own business package. And the bigger the package, the more in return you can get if you get enough people to sign up with you and have them purchase the same package or a specific package and whatnot, and having them buy and save gold on a monthly basis. That's the gist of it. There's plenty of videos out there about Karatbars International. The link is in the description if you want to sign up, and we can go from there. Because I don't know about you all, but it's all about making money moves. How you do it, and if you got another way, let me know. That's what it's about. It's not about dogging what I'm doing or me trashing what you're doing. It's about, hey, Larry, here's another way. Show me. I'm all about it. If it's passive income, if it's an asset, sign me up. I'm all about it because I don't know everything. I love to consume information as much as I love to spew it. You know what I mean? So I'll leave it at that on that note. And like I said, thanks for watching, family. I'm gonna head out, but I think I might go live on Instagram later. For whoever's watching, let me know you're out there. Hit the like button or hit the say something in the chat room. But yeah, that's at the end of the day. You got to have a team of winners in your corner and whatnot. And it's like if you're a big sports fan, you want your team to be a winner. So I think when it comes to your finances in life, you should have a team as well, not just yourself. Because when you have a team, you can get a lot of things done that you wouldn't expect could get done on you, that you most likely can't get done on your own. If you think about it, all the greats, from the Bill Gates to the Master P's to the Russell Simmons to the Robert Johnsons to you know what, I'm gonna finally look up this gentleman's name. I keep forgetting. Who's the richest African American male in the world? I know he's Nigerian. Aliko Dangote. So let me get this man's name right. Aliko Dangote. Okay, he is worth $13.8 billion. Like, finally, let me give some respect to the people that are doing it that I don't get to listen to that often. Richest African American man in the world happens to be of Nigerian descent. So hoorah to the Nigerians. Definitely much respect in that regard. Okay, man's richer than Oprah, so that says a lot. Okay, but anyways, so these people are the ones that consistently they have teams. They're not just a name, they're not just a brand. They have teams, and they consistently not only communicate but collaborate and motivate and educate with others, and that's what it's all about. And regular working people are just going to have to get on board with that mindset. I mean, you see it with a lot of people who immigrate to the United States. They should be commended for that, and it's time for more working Americans to get on that train as well. All right, so nothing wrong with competition. However, when you got a great team with you, you're able to dominate a lot more instead of you trying to approach something by yourself. All right. So join the care bars of the national team and let's dominate the gold industry together. All right, family. Take care, and don't forget to do the 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. If you don't do anything else, I really appreciate, especially just a like and the subscription. It's always appreciated. All right. Take care, family, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye.